I wanted to dedicate an entire segment to this topic. All Elite Wrestling. When it first started, a few years ago, I was very excited. Like, okay, we actually have an alternative to WWE that could bring some legitimate competition. Like, okay, they could do stuff, and they have some talent. Chris Jericho, Jon Moxley, formerly Dean Ambrose, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Cody fucking Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes, Matt Hardy, eventually. Like, Darby, plus young talent, MJF, Darby Allin, Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, Sammy Guevara, and so forth. Ty Conti, Julia Hart, the Bunny, and so forth, like that. They had good talent, They were, how would I put this? TNA, basically. And they would eventually slowly morph into a much worse TNA. Now, this is not trashing AEW. This is what can they do to bring back that former glory that they had. And I'm not going to lie, I really do want to see AEW succeed. I'm not going to shy away from that. I really do want them to do well. Hell, I want all professional wrestling to do well. Not just WWE, not just AEW, TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan, even the indie promotions I want to do well, like MLW and so forth. Like, for God's sakes, I want all professional wrestling to do well. But AEW just can't get out of their own way. And the IWC that, will probably hunt this show down and devour like a pack of wolves, will say how, oh, All Elite Wrestling is so good. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, okay. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. That's fine. But you can't just sit there and deny the obvious. AEW has a serious fucking problem. And it's they can't get out of their own way. They fired the biggest draw in their company's short history, CM Punk, and the people that are saying, oh, CM Punk, WWE is so scared of their competition that they brought back CM Punk. Like, shut up. AEW fired CM Punk, and that's probably the biggest reason why the most burnt bridge in wrestling history the last 30 years was repaired. And I will give AEW a lot of credit. They did give a lot of the indie guys a place to call home. Without AEW, Cody Rhodes would not be in the position that he's in right now. Without AEW, CM Punk would not have returned from wrestling exile. Without AEW, we would not see Jade Cargill be the most highly touted female free agent wrestler in a long damn time. Without AEW, I don't think we would get, the House of Black. I mean, that's a great faction. Hell, we wouldn't get, Hangman Adam Page would be unknown. The Young Bucks, unknown. Kenny Omega, unknown. Seriously, outside of Japan, he's unknown. Jay White, we wouldn't get him to come to the States. So let's ignore all the bad stuff about AEW right now and focus on the good things. They are really bringing indie guys that we're going to have a hard time getting work. Hey, I'll throw another one in there. Long Island Zone, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Without AEW, he would not have gotten the spotlight that he has right now. He would not. Prove me fucking wrong. Give it up to Long Island Zone. MJF. But it's a shame because I really do want them to succeed. I really, really, really do want them to succeed. I want nothing more than, professional wrestling to do well as a whole. But when you're seeing all the crowds and the bad numbers, the ratings going down, the funds going down, it's like, what happened? It's a shame. It really is because, okay, ignore the bad shit. Let's do some deep digging, shall we? Let's rebuild the foundation, shall we? They need to go the TNA route. Go to smaller venues. Limit the amount of wrestlers that you have. Limit the championships that you have. Make Ring of Honor its own separate fucking promotion again. Instead of just mushing the two together like a shit show sandwich. Just settle down. Try not to do so fucking much. You know, a bunch of the tag teams that you have. Cool. Keep them there. And the trio division, I like the trios championships. But there's not a lot of trio teams. So, really could just get rid of that. But I think the big one is hire a writing team. Hire a booking team. Go to smaller venues. You know, actually hire an executive bunch that is not the Young Bucks. And just go from there. Go from there. You can't possibly fuck this up any worse. I mean, well, you can. That's certainly possible. I mean, again, I do want them to succeed. I really do. But they can't get out of their own way.